Salutations, everyone. We are back with Ace Academy. It's been a couple days since I've recorded it. Recording of this was, my last save was on February 1st. It is now February 22nd, so assuming that that's correct, I have not played this game in about 20 days. So yeah, that tells you how many episodes I record in one sitting. But we are back with this madness. We stopped with a cliffhanger with an email from the PA. What does it say? He holds the phone up from the sea, and we review the email together. Again, the content does not share much, but stresses that the accident may have been more than just an accident. The other driver had been spotted talking to Dad right before the car crash. Wait, someone wanted to hurt Dad on purpose? Kaito's voice is grim.
That seems to be what the PI is implying.
Why would he want to hurt them?
I wish I knew. Wasn't the other driver someone your dad knew?
Yeah. Oh, man. Ezra Wilson was Dad's colleague. They worked closely on projects together.
Did something happen between them?
Not that I know of, and we can't even ask him, since he's still in a coma since I last heard. Have we done this before? I don't know.
Well, the PI is still investigating. I'm sure he'll have more information soon.
Better have more information soon. No, this doesn't make any sense. Ezra and Dad worked on the same project together as long as I can remember. He always seemed like a nice guy. I can't imagine that he'd want to hurt Dad. Yeah, why would you hurt Dad? Does that mean Dad knew this was coming too? But how could he? He only left because Nikki called him. What about Mom? I let out a frustrated sigh. I wish he could just tell me what happened. Wait a minute. Dad's research. The strange encryption in my core. Uncle Kaito notices a change
What is
in encryption. I wonder if that has something to do with my core.
Because of the weird thing it did during your first match?
Maybe.
If whoever wanted your dad dead was after your core, then you might be in danger. You probably shouldn't use Eagle again, just to be safe.
I won't go that far. My cores use extra energy packs. At least that's what my professor said. That's why the referees didn't disqualify me from the match.
Extra energy doesn't sound like something to kill over.
Like, that's exactly. I brought up my core for a different reason. It might be nothing, but our team engineer found a weird encryption from Dad in my core. She didn't think it was anything important, but now
What does it say?
Don't know. He nuts. I try to focus on the TV show, but I can't stop thinking about the accident on purpose. I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
Alright, try not to stress too much about this. I promise we'll find out what happened.
I smile weakly. Thanks, Uncle Kaito. That's a bunch of worms, man, because that makes sense, because he was also working on this core thing. So what if this was like new technology that, he came up with, and that idea the guy wanted for his own or something like that. And, it's really interesting. So there's a lot of what-if scenarios, and I'm very curious of what we'll find out more about this. I slept off the alarm and feel unusually energized this morning. Today is our match against Akira, and after the training session yesterday with Coach Ivan, I feel confident in our abilities. Yes, more screaming! This should be an exciting match. After getting ready, I whip down breakfast and drive to school. Yuna stops me on my way to a pre-combat room.
Hey!
Howdy. Oh, hey, Yuna.
I'm glad I ran into you.
Does that count as running to me if we actually know where I would be?
Yes!
She grins and thrusts her tablet in front of me.
Do you mind filling out this survey really quickly?
Survey for
The
what?
session with Coach Ivan. Since yesterday's guest coach was a new initiative for Dashu, they like to gauge how valuable you all thought the session was. I've managed to track down everyone else, so yours is the last form I need.
Okay. I take a minute to fill out the survey. Once I'm finished, I hand the table back
Thanks.
to Yuna. No problem. I'm kind of impressed that Dashu would go the extra mile to get someone like Coach Ivan to consult for a non-professional team. Yuna
That's
smiles.
one of the reasons I like them.
I wonder how they got him to
Oh,
agree.
it was easy. All I had to do was call.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I found his contact information online and figured it couldn't hurt to reach out. I asked his manager if this was something they'd be interested in, and luckily it was. Then I introduced the idea to Dashu, along with the proposal I'd put together. After that, it was just a matter of getting their approval and support with logistics.
Nice. You put all of this together? You can book some surprise and blushes.
It wasn't all me.
But the idea was yours. Actually, you helped out with some logistics for Dashu events before XC's concert, too.
Yeah, but it was for stuff involving the team. I wanted to make sure you guys were getting properly introduced and represented.
I
was just doing my job.
You're doing an amazing job. She blushes even deeper.
Anyway, thanks for filling this out.
Sure, I'd better go now. Carrie's probably about to blow a blood vessel.
Good luck out there.
Thanks. It's time to see babe, 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 babe. She waves goodbye before heading towards the stadium, where I head into the pre-combat room. Hey, girl. How you doing, show? I quickly changed into my Pots uniform, joined the rest of the team. The holotail Kara is busy plotting in the arena, and our respective gears everyone silently works. I finally starting to set in that we're being matched against the top piloted ace. The confidence that I felt earlier wanes. After a couple more seconds, Kara takes a step back on the holograph and looks over her
Okay, this is what the war game layouts will be. As you all know, we'll be facing against REBORN, Akira's team. Mayu, can you report on their gear composition and weaponry?
Oh, dang. Mayu nods and her fingers dart across the holotable.
REBORN is fully sponsored by Eludian Enterprises, which means they provide REBORN with the same cutting-edge weaponry that they provide their professional teams. Each gear is kitted out for specific purposes. That means, individually, they may have weaknesses, but as a unit, they cover each other's vulnerabilities.
Hold on. We may have actually lucked out.
Mayu shoots Sho a questioning look.
Well, you know how they're smashing everyone in terms of points? Win or lose, they're still going to be the #1 seeded team.
I wouldn't say that, actually.
Okay, how does that help us?
This happened last year as well. When REBORN was guaranteed the first-ranked spot, they subbed in their backup pilots.
Really? I didn't even notice.
It's not a well-known fact because their 4-man gear equipment is always the same. But if you dig into their pilot history, you'll see it. And the stats show that when they started putting in their subs, their overall performance did decline, even if it was just a little.
So, what you're saying is that we'll be fighting against their backups, since they already have a guaranteed first seed?
Everyone but Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Akira's gear. Only he pilots it.
I'm surprised by Sho. He certainly did provide the same input in our previous matches. He certainly didn't provide the same input in our previous matches, and as he did in this one. Even when one of our matches against his own roommate, this match must really mean something to him. Skip, because we like saving everything. Yes! Oh my gosh, how many saves do I have? I have a lot. Oh, there we go. We'll press any advantage we can get. Carry nuts.
Agreed. Okay, so we can definitely use this to our advantage.
Carry changes up some of the notes on the holotable.
I have an idea. What if we employ the same tactic we did against Tatsuo's team? Focus down Akira.
Maya shakes her head.
That won't work. Claw of the Wild's team is Tatsuo. However, every member of REBORN is going to be strong even without Akira.
True, but Akira still surpasses the rest of his team in terms of skill. Instead of focusing Akira, what if we try to pull him out and play a 3v3 against the other members?
Who's going to handle 1v1 with Akira?
We look at each other, although none of us want to admit it, it's painfully clear he would beat any one of us in a duel. I can do it. We might not be able to beat him in a straight match, but at least I have my overdrive mode as our pocket ace again. Carry nods.
And since we haven't used it since the qualifiers, they definitely won't be expecting that.
That's right. As long as you keep Akira busy, we have a strong chance of beating the rest of the team and then helping you with Akira.
It won't be that easy, but I think this is our best chance at winning.
Hopefully we walk in there like a badass and we like one-shot Akira and be like, yeah, America. That's the goal. We hash out the details of the plan on the holo table.
Remember not to immediately activate your overdrive mode when you start.
I know. It'll be in a tire once it activates. 3 minutes, so I should use it wisely.
Exactly. Let's recap then. We'll create distance between the three of us and Eagle, with suppressive fire. We'll make it impossible for them to even attempt to gang up. If they stick together, we can keep our distance and trap them in crossfire. When they start to create distance with one another, Eagle will hard engage Phoenix, and we'll do the same with our respective opponents. Positioning will play a big part. We'll have to capitalize on the fact that Akira doesn't have as much team cohesion practice with the subs as he would with the regular starters.
Carrie looks at me.
You'll keep Akira engaged as long as you can, and we'll use the overdrive mode if it starts to look bad.
I nod.
That leaves the rest of us with 3-on-3. It'll be a tough match, but we should be able to beat Reborn's substitute pilots without Akira there.
What if Broseph goes down?
Oh, should we? Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I don't think he meant it like that.
I just meant that it would be best to make sure we have all...
Depending on the battle condition, it might be worth going for the saver points if things aren't in our favor.
You mean take out the weakened gears instead of going for a win?
I agree. That
You mean... what if...
That le-
What if
Let's go with a valid concern. We should plan out
Depending on the
field.
battle condition, it might be worth going for the saver points if things aren't in our favor.
You mean take out the weakened gears instead of going for a win?
Carrie across her arm, but nods. I blink in surprise. Judging by the sour look in her face, I can tell the strategy isn't ideal for her, but the Carrie from before would never have considered it. She then looks down
I
at my-
agree. That would be the best course of action.
We win and gang up on Akira afterwards, otherwise we go for the safe points instead of trying for the win.
Correct.
Show notes. Okay, got it. My nails are still jumpy, but I feel positive about our plan.
We can do this!
Oh, shit. Everyone stares at Maya. She blinks and pokes her fingers together.
I mean, if we try.
No, I like that excitement. You use that pep. The team laughs. Or since she got together with Show, she's been a lot more confident. I'm really happy for her. The alarm rings for us to get to our
Let's
stations.
go!
To everyone breathe, I fire Kyrie at the room. Ah, shite. Most matches during the reading week were pretty quiet in terms of audience, but today the Irish shows many people, if not more than the
Two undefeated teams, but only one will continue their winning streak.
Yeah, we're gonna save right here, because I don't know where the fuck's
Entering first is Ace 204911.
Whew! Whew! The crowd thunders to life. I stare out in the sea of people as they jump and wave from their seats. The difference from the polite applause we receive when we start is surreal. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
Versus the team who requires no introduction.
Oh, I see.
REBORN!
The stadium rumbles from all the cheering, yeah. The underdog versus the university's pride. I put aside my setting to watch a match like that, too. Ah, crap. I wonder which one's Phoenix. I couldn't tell. Reborn interesting with their gear sparkling at the lights, a sleek and pristine image of modern Eve. Done.
Are you all ready for this legendary
I'm
showdown?
gonna get my ass handed to me, aren't I? Let me just update that save. Yep, I want to update it. The crowd goes
Then
wild.
let's not delay this anymore. And begin!
I'm just gonna, just keep it so I have to skip less things if I get my ass kicked. Actually, I saved too. Oh, crap.
Let's go! Stick to the plan and be vocal!
Roger.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, crap, I'm scared. I jet away from the rest of my team as I circle Akira's team. As I'm looking in the mirror, Akira's team follows suit. They boost towards the rest of the team as Akira stay put. Oh my god. His gear shifts into a fight status. He branches a scythe and activates his energy blade. He was waiting for me. Did he anticipate our plans, or did he just want to fight me one-on-one? Either way, it doesn't matter. All that matters now is him here and Akira's here. My teammates' voices fade in the background as they coordinate their attacks against the rest of Reborn. All my focus is on Phoenix. Phoenix versus Eagle. I kind of think that's interesting. Oh, crap. I'm going to save that. I kind of want to size them up first. Let's see. Still keeping some distance between us, I stop my thrusters, I read the weapons, and stare down Phoenix. The crowd ignites at the sight of our impending showdown. Alright, Akira, let's see what makes you so popular. Ah, crap. I max Eagle's thrusters and dash forward. Phoenix braces for the attack. Strike. I deliver powerful with his sight thread. Phoenix parries, but still gets knocked back from the sheer force of my attack. Phoenix dashes towards me, wanting his scythe for a covering. Dodge. My escape motion, I send energy through my side thrusters. With a rumble of my engines, I dodge and send a powerful strike towards Phoenix. His shield shimmers to protect his gear, but it looks like he took a decent hit to his energy reserve. I fall into defense and circle Akira, who circles me. We're both waiting for the other to make a move. Akira is the first to break the circle. As soon as I activate, as soon as I do. We both towards each other. That credible seed, our weapons leading the way. Energy blades collide in a loud ring, which rends the air. I grip my teeth and push with all my might. Our blades stay locked in the battle wield. Parry. Actually, I wanna. Parry. Sweat beads on my forehead while continuing to control Eagle, channeling all my strength. A yell escapes my lips as I force the sight up and spin out of the way to land a swing at his back. The hit register and Akira's shield shimmers dangerously. Yes. If I keep this up, I think I can win. Can't tell if I can hear the roar of the crowd or that's a blood throwing in my ears, this time with pounding in my heart. Before I have a chance to catch my breath, Phoenix towards me, his scythe points at me, ready to attack. Managed to block some of the forest blade, but it's an awkward angle. Phoenix sweeps wide again. Too fast, can't block, unparryable. Ah, balls. So I think, you know, if he's about to swing again. So Phoenix is about to swing again. The sight smashes into Eagle's side. The Phoenix is about to swing again. Akira is attacking for more aggressively now than we began. Was he just taking it easy to gauge my ability? Well, I won't be underestimating things like this. It's really disappointed. Flip them out of the guy and play hope for it. The motion in my cockpit. My heart threatens to beat right out of my chest. An eruption of energy explodes from Eagle. Once again, looking at my energy reserve, sitting well over 9,000. I let out a small whoop of relief and excitement. I feel just as pumped and rejuvenated as Eagle. I have 3 minutes on the clock, but let's see if Phoenix can even last that long. My fist glows softly from the overwhelming energy. Channeling that energy, I ready myself to attack when some of the clouds with Eagle forces me to fly. Phoenix wings extend and his entire gear is surrounded by a swirl of red energy. What? Akira's gear can overdrive mode too? How is this possible? Phoenix races towards me, snapping me out of my thoughts. Phoenix maxes his thrusters and leaps in the air. As it spirals down, I raise my arm and fist collide. Waves of energy ripple from us. Still clutching my blade in other hands, I strike. Phoenix rolls to the side and then dashes back towards me with his scythe raised. Our blades clash in a parry. Since we're in overdrive mode, it looks like we're both equal footing. I clench my jaw. This did not go well for me when we were simply on pilot skill. How should I play this? Delay tactics. Actually, I want to go back before that. How I play this. Let's see how going for the win goes. Go for the win. I strengthen my resolve. I can do this. I know it. My hands grip the controls tightly, and I command Eagle to charge Akira. Raise my blade above my head in a vertical slash, but Phoenix raises his left hand, stops my unleashing barrier, cracking red energy. The shield knocks Eagle back, but I recalibrate quickly and enable my thruster to catch me in time before I topple over. Phoenix barrels towards me once again. The energy fist collide with Eagle, shaking me so hard my head whips back before I have a chance to regain my bearings. Phoenix swipes and knocks Eagle back at my again as shields from below. Then once rest, Phoenix swings, returns with a wide blow, extending the handle so the blade can cut further. Another explosion of energy knocks me back as my blade and shield connect. I skid and stop to block another strike. Phoenix attacks her non-stop. With both of us in overdrive mode, that doesn't feel any different how the match was going originally. Despite my efforts to charge the tide of battle, I'm forced to play defensively, and Eagle is able to depower Eagle and himself. Wait, Phoenix D is depowered? Did I do something? No, I blocked that last attack. At time I only see 40 seconds have passed. Or maybe he just ran out of juice. Assuming I don't get manually depowered, overdrive mode, and Eagle can...
Crap, I'm down.
Thoughts. I refocus my attention on the match. Sho and Mayu are taken out and depowered. One gear or strings up hold 2 gears.
Situation is looking dire.
I guess that means we need to go to points then.
Agreed.
Looks like the Reborn subs have no power and Cure support. They also anticipate the strategy encounters. There's number 1. Cure charges to remaining gear. So I'm depowered. So
Agreed.
Let's go back and play it smart. That might be a better one. Delay tactics, because it said that he depowered, so we have a little bit of insight now. When in doubt, follow the plan. We need to keep Akira out of play for as long as I can. After I alter my energy output to play defensively, raise my blade and catch in to block her parry. Cautiously watch Phoenix, who activates again and rushes towards me. When I defense protocol enable, I easily parry his blow and return a defensive stance. Phoenix charges forward again, swinging the scythe his right, and when I manage to block without a second's hesitation, Phoenix spins and lands an energy fist into Eagle's front arc. My shield shimmers as it absorbs the blow, a blow which otherwise could have taken out a gear in one strike. I keep a watchful eye on my stats. I won't be able to delay him for too long before he'll wear me down. It's okay, stay focused. I block blow after blow, which will make it through. My defenses are absorbed by my shield. Even with no energy output or no on defense or thrusters, Akira's skillful attacks are rapidly connecting and depleting my overdrive reserve. Looks like I won't be able to sustain more blocks after this. Phoenix charges toward me one last time. I brace the final blow. ... Phoenix hovers on top of me mid-swing, but the red glow has disappeared. In fact, all of his energy is gone. Did it just get depowered? This is very reminiscent of how Eagle suddenly depowers after overdrive mode. This is way too similar to be coincidence. Although Phoenix can't move, Eagle still can. I glance at the time. 4 seconds have passed. I Wayne's smile, glances at my lips. Looks like Eagle's core is still one of a kind.
Akira's depowered?
What?
Are you serious?
Right, there's still a match going on. No time for dilly-dallying. With my overdrive mode, I still got 2 minutes to my teammates and access the damage. Sho and Maya are depowered, but they look at the opposing gears and dealt damage to the others. Aura is struggling to hold off 2 gears at once. Her armor is riddled with dents and dings. She's definitely seen better days. I'm here. The Eagle and Aura backed. We both ready
We
ourselves.
can still do this!
Show them what Eagle's overdrive can do. Of course, let's go. I spawn an energy shield in front of us to block incoming shots as Carrie charges in, safe behind the protective wall. As soon as we're in melee range, we engage remaining gears. My shield wavers as Carrie duels one of Reborn. But it hardly matters. Her blades are blur as they slice through the air. She soon has the opposing gear on the defense. My opponent can barely withstand Eagle's overdrive attacks, and although he managed to get a few strikes in ultimately to power him, my overdrive mode expires shortly after I turn to my attention to Carrie's battle. And even though her and Reborn's gear are damaged, Aura is much worse condition from the battle before. There's no one left. You got
That's
this.
right!
Go, Cowdy!
Aura readjusts and readies her weapon, and so does the other gear. They charge each other and dash at clashing blades. They seem evenly matched for the struggle until Aura uses sunburst energy, overwhelms the opponent, and knocks the blade away. Then she strikes. Blow depowers energy gear, but depowers Carrie as well. She used all her remaining energy to deal the final blow. The arena is eerily quiet, even when the announcer is
Hold on, folks. We'll have to check the replay on that.
The air is thick in my cockpit. I am accurately aware of my breath comes in ragged pants. Please let us be victorious. An image of projects on a stream billboard. Aura and the Reborn gears are locked. I hold my breath as the video unfolds. Aura forces the enemy blade away and strikes secure. Depowers the second layer. Aura depowers, which means
Ace 204911 continues their undefeated streak!
the crowd shakes beneath my feet as the stadium rumbles with cheers and applause. We won?
We did it, Broseph!
Kara lets out a loud cheer as Maya laughs. I stare on the crowd, hardly able to register what's going on. The people, the noises. I don't know what the hell that is. The acrid smell of burnt metal. It's a sensory overload. But we did it. We actually did it. With the match finished, Gear controlled the
I think we can all agree that this was the best preseason match, bar none. Am I right?
The stadium thunders approval.
We'll have the replays available later today. For now, I'll have to ask our contenders to leave the arena so the next match can begin.
Isn't the best for last? I don't know. Before shuffling out of the arena, Phoenix gives us a saluted wave. Speaking of Phoenix, how is he equipped with the overdrive mode? And uneasiness settles in the pit of my stomach as we return our gears back to the hangar and make our way to the pre-combat room. Quickly change back to my uniform, my questions swirling in my mind when I enter the pre-combat room. I'm alone, my teammates are still changing. I try to collect my thoughts, but they're just scattered as before. I barely register my teammate's arrival. Shio suddenly throws his arm around me and pulls me close, nearly choking.
You were awesome out there!
Thanks. I want to share in Show's jubilation, but I can't stop thinking about how another gear other than Eagle was able to get an overdrive, if only for a short while.
I can't believe we beat Akira and his team!
Maya's cheeks are flushed with excitement. She wears a
We
safe
got
smile.
lucky we won this time. It was a really close call.
Oh, come on, Kaori. We won against Akira! No matter how close a call it was, we still beat the #1 team at Ace!
That may be true, but they're still the #1 seeded team.
With this victory, we should at least solidify a position in the top 3.
I suppose that's true too.
She lets a smile escape, but clearly there's still something in her mind.
But isn't anyone else concerned by Akira's overdrive ability?
Glad she likes it, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out. As far as I know, only my dad understood that kind of technology, so how the hell did Akira get a hold of it?
If he knew about this, then he's got a lot of questions to answer.
He never used it in any previous battles, so this must be a recent addition.
I need to talk to him. Xiao nods. I'm glad my teammates understand with all the questions floating around my mind. I can't enjoy it.
Alright, you go take care of business first. But don't forget, today you are still a winner!
As soon as I get all this figured out, we're going to celebrate properly.
We'll be waiting for ya!
I'm going to see if I can catch up with Akira. Team nods, and I head towards the hangar. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Luckily, Akira's still there. Akira! He turns to sign my name and flashes his phone.
Hey, I believe congratulations are in order.
Thanks. His smile is genuine, but something about him
It's
is different.
been a long time since I've had a match that close. What a rush. That type of feeling is intoxicating, isn't it? It's the reason I want to be a professional wargamer.
No, he lost. There's no bitterness in his voice. In fact, he now speaks to me as if we're equals. Yeah, but that's not why I'm here. His smile
What's up?
You went to overdrive mode during the match. How'd you do it?
It kicks in automatically when I'm close to getting depowered.
Just like mine used to do. My jaw sets. How'd you get that technology? Kira's smile drops completely.
It was an upgrade from Eludian. Is something wrong?
How did they get the technology?
I don't know. They didn't tell me anything specific, just that this gear was a prototype. I'm not sure what's going on, but I can get you in touch with them if you want.
I'd appreciate that.
Sure.
You want just to his phone and text me?
Here's the number to our account manager. Maybe he'll be able to tell you.
Thanks. Feel a little bad charging over here, acting kind of cold towards Kira. Of course, we wouldn't know what was going on. Eludian takes care of large installations like a new core. All Kira would know is how to use it. Didn't get a chance to say this before, but it was a great match back there. Towards the end, I wasn't quite sure who was going to come out victorious. Kira smiled.
Same here. Congrats again on your win.
Thanks. Kira glances past me.
I should get back to my team.
I know Akira leaves. As soon as he's out of sight, I dial the Eludian contact and he gave me.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Deb Debson, one of the pilots for Ace 2049-11.
Yes, I'm familiar with you and your team. How can I help you?
I have some question relating to Akira's core overdrive.
Unfortunately, I can't help you. I'm only involved in the team side of things. You'll have to talk to someone in the tech and engineering department.
Boy, I see. Is there a person I can get in touch with?
Your best bet would be to try calling Eludian's main number and setting up an appointment.
Alright, thanks.
Good luck.
After we hang up the call, I quickly locate Ludian's number. I try to keep my irritation in check as I wait for someone to answer. Finally, I reach reception, who hopefully inquires if I have an appointment or if I'd like to make one. Realizing it was going to get nowhere, I make an appointment to visit the office tomorrow. Exhausted, made no progress getting sure. I text my team what happened, and they're waiting in the quad. Mallory and United there too.
Show got us up to speed.
With how long it took me to activate your overdrive mode, Eludian has got to be working with a prototype or have access to your core's blueprints.
Those are my thoughts exactly, but how would they have gotten those schematics?
I didn't give it to them. Promise.
I give her a weak grin. Not what I was implying, but still good to know.
Still, that sucks, Broseph.
Maya
I'm a
nods.
little surprised the account manager doesn't know that information.
Looks thoughtful.
I think for larger companies like Eludian, it makes sense. The account managers are the liaison between the sponsor and the sponsee, so that's their main focus. They make sure the team gets what was supposed to go to them, so they don't need to know how that item was acquired or developed in the first place. The only time you see a lot of interdepartmental duties is when you're with smaller companies.
Does Dashu have a similar model as Eludian?
Oh, yes, definitely. Especially since they sponsor more than one industry.
Well, I have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Hopefully that will be more
Good.
successful.
It's easier to demand answers in person.
Demand? Pretty sure that's how you get kicked out of a place.
He's got to be aggressive if he wants to get any answers. Otherwise, they'll keep passing him off from one person to the next.
Something weird is going on. I know. Something weird is going on. I intend to find out what. My voice holds more confidence than I feel. I can't quite the sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. Una nods and I speak gently.
For now, you should try not to stress about it.
Yeah, there's not much you can do.
You're right. I know. I think I'm gonna head home then. I don't feel much like celebrating. The team murmurs their assent. The mood is completely ruined, which is too bad because this one was the one we were waiting for. Once we get to the bottom of this, I promise we'll celebrate properly. Say our goodbyes and I head to the parking lot, then I hop my bike and head home. Kaito and Nikki are both sitting on the couch watching TV when I arrive. Hi, Uncle Kaito. Hi, Nikki. Kaito grins at me.
Welcome back. How was your match?
Actually,
Finally, you're home. I thought you were going to miss it.
Miss what?
The Moskers, of course. Did you forget?
No excitement today. I completely forgot about the Moskers. My expression must have given away the thoughts because Nikki shakes her head. Whoops.
Seriously, how could you forget when your favorite actor, Leonardo DiCaprio, was nominated?
To be fair, he's been nominated 5 times before.
That's not the point, Uncle.
I snuggle between the couch just as the opening number starts. Only partially pay attention to most of the nomination, even though I peek at Uncle Kaito and Nikki looks about as engaged as I am. Where Nikki's practically on the edge of her seat. Every so often she shouts out who she hopes to win. Finally, in this moment we all been waiting for, the nomination for Best Actor. Leonardo DiCaprio is nominated for the role in The Apparition against a handful of people who no one cares about. Kaito and I look at each other's solidarity. Nikki leans so far forward in her seat, I'm afraid she's going to fall.
And the Mosker goes to
I hope my brother's announcer rips open the envelope and slowly...
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, you go, Leonardo DiCaprio. Nikki jumps and screams while Kaito throws a fist in the air and shouts excitedly. That'll do, Leonardo. That will do. I can't hold back a grin and wave of pride washed at me. This is a long time coming. It's about time he formally recognized for his talents.
He won!
I can hardly believe it!
Honestly, Nikki, I'm surprised you're excited with this. I didn't realize you liked him.
This is a momentous event. What's not to like?
Before I can answer, she shushes
Oh,
me.
he's about to give his speech.
We watch as Leonardo graciously accepts the Oscar and returns to his list of thanks. Finally, I'd like to mention thankful global warming, the care of global warming back in 2016 so everyone can enjoy the wonders of snow. Heinz roars and applause as CEO walks off stage.
What a classy guy.
Yeah.
Nikki gets back on her feet.
Anybody want a snack?
Kind of
I
perks up.
wouldn't say no to that.
Same here.
Be right back.
She She runs out of the kitchen and returns a plate of strawberries.
Ooh, strawberries.
Uncle Kaito's face lights up as he grabs the closest one to him. Without hesitation, he takes a huge bite, then catches himself as chocolate dribbles down his chin. Oh, is that chocolate?
Yeah.
I pick out a strawberry and pop it in my mouth. Cream
I
filled.
also have some filled with gelatin and cookie butter.
This is amazing.
She beams.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
I eat another strawberry in response.
Where did you find this idea?
I don't know. I was just thinking about how I wanted chocolate-covered strawberries, but I hate when the chocolate comes off unevenly or the shell breaks off when you bite into it. I figured
that's so hard.
this was a better yet still delicious alternative.
I can confirm it is. Kukaito eats another strawberry.
Do you think you can make this at the cafe?
Nikki's eyes glitter.
Seriously? You think it's that good?
No, he just said it to be a smartass. I would have, actually.
Definitely. It's a simple twist on a familiar treat. I have no doubts it'll be well received.
Keep it simple,
I'd be
stupid.
honored.
Great! What do you want to call them?
Fruit suckles. Oh, damn it. Cup berries. That sounds boring. Strawberry dream. Oh, let's see. Call them fruit suckles.
No,
Why? Why not?
because I want people to eat them.
I'm not sure having the word suck in the title is the strongest marketing strategy.
Because... No.
No. Fuck it. Oh, strawberry dream.
That's not terrible.
Is it really gonna be cup berries? Call them cup berries. Feels organic.
I don't...
Those up the tongue.
Cupberries.
Doesn't need
It sounds kind of...
Talking
We'll
about-
think about it.
Right.
Oh, you think that was an but you didn't know Uncle Kaito was gonna smash. We're gonna go with that one.
That's not...
But Kaito looks
It's
soft.
vague enough that it can encompass all the different filling options. We'll think about it.
Right.
Well, since nobody here seems to appreciate my genius, I'm
It
gonna
is getting late.
Uncle Kaito's stick is
Yeah,
on.
I think I'm going to turn in too.
He starts to get up and then pops last strawberry in his
I
mouth.
thought you were going to bed.
I couldn't leave the poor thing to live on that plate all alone. Better that he's with his friends.
Yep, definitely time for me to go to bed. Nikki giggles. Stressful day. And with that, we start the new day. And today is going to be very interesting.